रहे सशक्त, रहे विशाल, धरती पर हो भगवन तेरा प्रकाश। प्रेम की किरणों में कर मिलकर वास, तो एकत्रित सृष्टि में सभी प्रवाहित हो सदा ही कृपा करे स्वीकार प्रिय चनंदा ये प्यार।
Welcome to all of you who have joined us and who will be joining us. Sat Sri Akal, Namaskar, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Today is Sunday, the 22nd of October, it's 4 p.m. here in New Delhi. We have another very exciting program, Light, as we always call it, ready for you to unveil. Hope you enjoy that. You know, today is the, I think, eighth or ninth day of Shiv Navratras, you know. So I think today we will be beginning our meeting with the dictation that we played last, dictation excerpt from Durga Ma that we played last Sunday, Sunday before that actually. So we won't be playing that again because this is a very holy occasion for. I went today outside in Market Delhi and I saw so many decoration going on in Kali Amma's temple is there and everything else. There's also Bengali, neighborhood, CR Park they call it, and so there are so many Bengalis people who live there and they have decorated that pandals and everything else for in honor of Durga Ma yesterday, today, and tomorrow. These are the 3 last days, before Vijay Dashmi, that is on next week. So we have a very exciting program today. So Jay, I have found another beautiful invocation from Mother that I did not play before. So Jay, if we can have the picture of Guru Ma, this is another brand new picture of Guru Ma that I saw on Facebook somewhere. Yeah, this is the one. I think I thought that will be something to really project. We can visualize that picture also as we are going to playing her audio invocation about minute or 2 long. It's beautiful. So Jay, can you play that please?
Let us sing to the hierarchs of the fourth ray, number 228. Beloved mighty I am presence, entire spirit of the great white brotherhood, I call this night for the rescue of every soul of God, every bride of Christ on earth, who is in the grips of the fallen ones, the seed of Satan, and the powers of death and hell. I ask the legions of holy angels to go forth and rescue the souls of God, the brides of Christ. Rescue them from all of the conspiracies and false hierarchies of darkness, O God. We pray to you, all legions of the fourth ray, Gabriel, Purity, Astrea, Serapis. Hear our call, Seraphim of God, and answer in God's name.
You might be thinking, you might have heard this word before, bride of Christ. She called you, me, everyone bride of Christ. What does that mean, bride of Christ? You might be thinking. So our soul, Jivatma we call it, is a bride of Christ. Christ doesn't mean Jesus Christ. Christ means Atma, our higher mind, which is a male, and Jivatma is a female. So I think that is we talk about Krishna as a Atma, and Radha as a female, as a Jivatma. It's the same kind of connotation in different religions. In Sikhism also, we have so many references of 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 Jivatma as a bride, as in Christianity is also called bride. So if this word is kind of new to you, please think of your soul as a bride, as a newlywed bride of the Atma, and it's permanent bonding. It's a permanent relationship. It's an immortal relationship because the soul is a mortal part of the Atma. It was and is. And that is a Sunday Master's teaching that teaches us that, this is the way that we have not been taught, or we have forgotten, even we have been taught. So I think, please think of that. You can say that, you can affirm that I am a bride of uh, Christ, I am a bride of Atma, I am a bride of Krishna, I am a bride of my higher self, I am a bride of Atma. So when you say I am, you're saying that that qualifies you, give you so much more boost of energy when you feel depressed, when you feel low, when you feel like so much energy is against you. And the word I am, whatever you say I am, means God in me is. So that is a very positive affirmation of your saying bride of Christ. I am the bride of Christ. So that is something that you want to make a note of that. So now we're going to play that dictation excerpt from Durgama. It's a ruby ray that it's about 2 minute long excerpt. I think at last time when we played that, I had the wording also on the screen. I explained the wording, the ruby ray. The ruby ray, sometimes, many times we always think of God or Devi Devtas or Durgama or Kalima or Shivji or Ganeshji in a form, in a body form, we see them. But actually, and we see ourselves also in a body form. But behind the body form is a flame, is a fire, which is formless. So that is the color. What is the color of that flame or that fire? You know, Durga Ma will call it as a ruby fire, or violet fire we also call it. So these are something new that you may not be, aware of that, because our mind has been conditioned to seeing or identifying God in a state of form, like as I said before, we have pictures, we see pictures of Devi Devtas, we see pictures of calendars or statues or all that. But behind that form is a formlessness, which is a fire, which is a violet fire, which is the 7 colors of fire, which is a ruby fire, which is any color of fire. But I think as we listen to Durga Ma, she is going to be talking about the ruby fire. Ruby fire is an intense pink fire. You might not have heard this word ruby fire before. Ruby fire is intense pink. Now the pink is, we call it pink fire. Pink color is a color, but ruby is really when there is absolutely nothing in your in your heart, in your mind, when you are purged of everything negativity, any form of negativity, even one iota of negativity, that becomes ruby, and that is the nature of Durga Ma. So when I played this dictation from excerpt from Durga Ma, I'm going to make a prayer, and you can say a prayer to Durga Ma in your heart. Also, give her anything that is burdening you. I know they have many issues on your heart on this Navratri you have coming up. So you say, Durga Ma, I have this problem, personal problem, relationship problem, health problem, money problem. This somebody said something to me, this thing, it hurt me. I do not know. I'm very angry with this person. I don't know how to deal with it, Durga Ma. Can you help me with that? So I think this will be opportune moment for us to really, as we enter into Navratra, the 8th and 9th and 10th, the final 3 nights of Durga Puja, we can give everything to Durga Ma. So I'm going to make a prayer, and then you can say a prayer. Then I'll ask Jay to play that dictation excerpt on the video. Beloved Durga Ma, beloved Divine Mother, we ask you to become as your children, as your sons and daughters come before you in the name of Shiva, in the name of Ganeshji, in the name of Kartikeya. We come before you, beloved Durga Ma, to take all the problems, all our burden that we can put into our words or we cannot, conscious or unconscious level. Whatever is burning us, whatever is the issue at hand, our health issues or someone has told us something, we are having difficulty in forgiving ourselves, forgiving that person because we feel this is injustice. And we know that on the other hand, there is no injustice, but we don't understand that. I know Divine Mother Durga, you know the everything. We give you all our problems as we listen to your dictation. Please heal us. Every one of us who is listening to us here, who will be listening to us on the videos, on the Facebook, on the YouTube, wherever they are, please help them. Please, we ask that in the name of the Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh, it is done, it is finished, it is sealed. Please give your prayers for 30 seconds and then I'll ask Jay to play the video. All yours, Jay.
As I intensify the fire of the ruby ray in the earth, this earth is due for a cleansing, and there are many ghosts of ancient pasts that now are dissolved for my coming. I am come in the physical body of the messenger, I am come in the physical bodies of the chelas who are present, and I manifest the glory of God. I manifest a fire increasing for the consuming of all stultification and all toxins that are no part of your being. Power of the ruby ray, power of the ruby ray, power of the ruby ray, wisdom of the ruby ray, wisdom of the ruby ray, wisdom of the ruby ray, love of the ruby ray, love of the ruby ray, love of the ruby ray. Therefore go forth, cosmic Christ purity, cosmic God purity of the ruby ray of the Divine Mother, go forth. Therefore, in answer to the calls of the servants of God this day, let that dragon be bound, let the beast be bound, let the astral planes be cleared, let the desire bodies of all the race of light bearers throughout this cosmos be cleared. I am releasing the flame, I am releasing the flame. You then pick up your swords and release your flames this day, beloved ones. Know that I shall charge through you, as shall all of the angels and the mighty ones of God who are with me. I am that I am Shiva. I am that I am Shiva. I am that I am Shiva. I am the intensification of the God flame right within your heart, and I strengthen the physical heart, the etheric chalice, the chakra, the threefold flame. I strengthen your temples, and you ought to strengthen them yourselves by finally coming into alignment with the true nectar of God and the balance of cosmic forces. Yes, that the cosmic forces of yin and yang find you prepared in every cell and atom of your being, beloved.
Thank you, Jay. Can you display those wording of Durga Ma's bhajan? I think then we can play the bhajan. I think it's in the voice of Guru Ma. I wanted to have that bhajan. Also, it's a 2-line bhajan to Durga Ma, and it's led by Guru Ma's voice. So I did not want us to deprive ourselves of that particular wording and particular sound of Guru Ma. So it's called Om Mata Shri Mata, Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Yeah, that's the one. Thank you.
Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om
I like to remind all of you, please, you heard the words of Durga Ma, and that is not really something that I can take it very casually. Oh, I heard the dictation or words of Durga Ma and forget about it. I think it's a very rare, very special, and we are very fortunate to have the listen to the wording of Durga Ma. This was given in December 31, 1991, not too long ago. So these words are immortal. They are for eternity. And also this bhajan and any other bhajan that you can find on Durga Ma. Please feel her presence as a mother close to you. Any problems, any issues, any burden that you go through, I think that's what I do. You can always ask her, to really heal you, be like a mother does, always, and feel that this Navratra season, Vijayadashmi season, please feel her presence much more closer than you ever felt before. So having said that, I'd like to make an announcement and then I'll begin with the next portion. I know so many of you have been giving degrees for the month of October and logging it on the WhatsApp group. So we still have one more week. Today is 22nd of October. We still have one more week before the month of October will be over. And then we, of course, what we do is that we consecrate those hours, total hours to the masters. So Puna will be sending me those hours next week, and I will do a private ceremony in all because I will. Uh, I'm going to tell you that uh, after today, for a month, we will not be having the weekly uh, WhatsApp weekly Zoom meetings. So I will be doing today the decrees, inaugurating the decrees for the month of November, which you do not have to begin them. You can continue with the October decrees for another week, and then Pune will be posting those decrees next week, before the beginning of the month of November, and you can actually begin actually doing those decrees for the month of November as you've been doing that and posting them, logging your hours on the WhatsApp group as you have been doing that. So as I said before, Puna will be giving me the cumulative hours for all of you for the month of October, and I will do a private ceremony and I will offer those hours to the masters. We will resume our the, the, the monthly, instead of weekly meetings, monthly at the end of November again. And then I will at that time will offer these decrees for the November, and I'll introduce the decrees for the month of December that I will also introduce. So at this time, Jay, can we have the decrees that I send you the decree matrix for the month of November that, and you want to play one by one. I think about a few decrees that I've selected. They're very, very pertinent, very beautiful decrees as they are all. And I think you will enjoy that. The matrix is the same as before. There's a meditation, begin with the decree, the Buddha of the Rubire meditation. Then we have a song to Almora from YouTube. And then I will be leading you in all those decrees that are on the screen, that you'll be having. So Jay, can we have the picture of the Buddha of the Rubire and also play the meditation that I have attached? It's about 4.29 minute long. Yeah, this one. So in this meditation, Gautama Buddha talks about the courage. The courage is the age of the coming of the heart. Age of the heart. What is the courage? Courage is really deciding who you really are. I am that I am. So this is something that as you meditate, you'll be listening to this meditation every day in the month of November as will be doing this decree. This is one of my favorite meditation on courage of the heart. So Jay, can we play that meditation, please?
Courage is the sign of the coming of age of the heart that knows no fear, for love is there, is the heart that is mature, where perfect love, love perfected in the law, has cast out every fear and the torment thereof. As the lion roars in the jungle, the king of the beasts, so let the sound of the chila be the roaring of the heart, as the fires of creation, burning in the bowl upon the altar, proclaim the Christ, King of kings and Lord of lords. Therefore, O my soul, soul of Sumedha, soul of humanity, soul of Chilas on the path of the Buddha, clear the heart, the sacred chamber, expand it wide and long, increase the height, the breadth, the depth, and when the way is all made clear, welcome the mastery of Dipankara here. Welcome the Buddha, the Lord of Lords, the conqueror on the way. Welcome the Lord of all the world into your heart, into the flaming flame of sacred fire, of honor, courage, and purity, and see how God will dwell within the chamber of your heart. See how the fire will swell. See how the white light will swirl to the movement of the pulse of Shambhala. See how the expansion of consciousness will come to those who have the courage to be. I am the Buddha in the heart of humanity. Summon now your divinity. Summon now your divinity. O soul of light, in the name of the I am that I am, enter with the Lord of Lords. Let thy soul come into the heart to clear the chamber by violet flame, by love of mercy's flame. Of all hardness of heart, all absence of forgiveness, all separation brother from brother, let thy heart be healed because God has willed it so, and because you have made his will your own by free choice. Soul of Sumedha, come in to thy heart. Now reign with Buddhic Trinity and Christic light. Reign, for thou art the Buddha in the world to be. Dipankara has said, thou shalt be the Buddha. Therefore, go be the Buddha where I am the Buddha.
I like to explain a couple of terminologies here. You might not be aware of, or you might be aware of that. Who is Sumedha? Sumedha is you, your soul, my soul. Everyone's the soul of humanity is called the Sumedha is the soul becoming the Buddha. You might be thinking, I don't want to become a Buddha. I'm a Sikh, I'm a Hindu, or I'm a Christian, or I'm this, or I'm that. Well, the word Buddha doesn't mean a religion. Word Buddha means enlightened one, who knows who really he is as a son and daughter of God. So that is something that I think a lot of times, people think, oh, I don't want to become Buddhism. I don't want to become, I'm a this and I'm that. We get caught up in that, the limitations of a religion, and deprive ourselves of the openness of spirituality, which is what we are talking about under Sunday message teachings, how we can be one with the spirituality. So the other word that you heard was the Dipankara. Dipankara is another name for the Buddha with the lamp. The literal meaning of Dipankara is the Buddha with a lamp. The story is about Sanat Kumara, it's about Kartikeya. The story goes like this. At that time, long time ago, according to the story of the Buddhism, that once upon a time it rained quite a bit in some place in India. I think it's probably Nepal or some place in India that and Dipankara, along with his other group of his devotees, he wanted to come to visit a village, and there was a lot of rain in that particular day. So there was no way that streams, little streams, flowing. Yeah, so there was no way to enter the village, and you can imagine on the one side of the village were all the people of the village who want to welcome Dipankara and his troop. On the other side of the stream, they was all standing and how to cross, the stream because they were going to get wet. At that time, there was one soul, and that was the soul of Gautama Buddha. He fell, from his in the front of with his hand towards the Dipankara where he was standing, his feet on the other side of the stream. The stream was not very big, probably 3-4 feet long, wide, and he asked Dipankara and all the people to walk over his body and get on the other side before getting wet. So they did that, and the Dipankara told the soul, who was the soul of Gautama Buddha, who had sacrificed his body to lay down. He said, "You will be a Buddha someday," and that is the story of Gautama Buddha. Next life or next lives after many lives after that, he became Gautama Buddha. So that is a story of the courage of the heart, because of of all the people that were waiting, how Dipankara is going to cross the stream. Gautama Buddha said, "Oh, I lay down myself." And so this is the courage of the heart as you play of the givingness of that story. So that is the story of Dipankara, which is Sanat Kumara or Kartikeya. He's the son of Shiva and Parvati and brother of Ganeshji. So that's the story I wanted to mention, that very appropriate one. So Jay, can we go back to that the matrix? I think there is a song. I've selected another song to Almoria from YouTube, and I think we want to always honor Almoria in our every monthly matrix. This is a song, the presence of the diamond heart. So Almoria has a diamond heart, and that is a quality of diamond heart that we want to embody also. So we can visualize ourselves in the diamond heart of Almoria as we sing that song. So diamond heart is where we are protected in his diamond heart. You can see the wording of the song underneath as you play that. Jay, all yours.
Presence of the diamond heart, within thy light we live. And as we walk along life's way, thy blessings to all we give. Protection and peace and love's sweet release, and courage, strength and power, cutting all free from bondage of earth, victorious every hour. O presence of the diamond heart, to India thy home we call. But from Darjeeling's palace of light, the power that raises all. O warrior, the friend, on thee we depend. O from us never call. Our deepest love forever to thee, for the use of the diamond heart. They was who serve the diamond
I'd like you to know as a reminder that Almoria Sunday Master Almoria, whose retreat is in Darjeeling, as we were saying those words, is your and mine for many, many lifetimes, not this lifetime. You might come to know his name this lifetime, but he is has been our eternal friend, our guru, our teacher, our brother. We've been his family members. We can find much more about his many, many lifetimes that some of them are listed on TSL Encyclopedia. He's a very great guru, great brother, great teacher. And he is the one who has brought you to the Sunday Master's teachings. And when you have any problem, any issue, anything, I think that's why we have this song to him. When we give this decrease, in the month of November, please, his presence will be with you when you sing this song. He will be decreeing with you. He will overshadow his electronic presence over you. He will place electronic presence over you. How? He will place his 7 chakras over your 7 chakras. His heart over your heart and other chakras over your 7 chakras. And you will feel that. And I think this is something that I can testify my journey. I did not know about Almoria when I found his teaching some years ago. And I began to sing his songs. I began to do his decrees. I began to ask him for help. And he has every prayer, every time I have called him, he has not only answered my call, but he released his light for, every little thing, everything problem, also personal, global problems. And I think that's the kind of relationship that you will not feel alone or lonely or sometimes burdened by the issues of the day, problems that why God is not listening to you or why this and why that. So that is my personal testimonial to you about Sunday Master Almoria. So Jay, can we go on to the next one? I think I want to go each of the decrees that we have. I think the next decree is for the protection. I have decree 10.01. So we always do protection, as you know, and I've tried to include a different decree for protection. So we will not be doing the same decree because there are many blue flame decrees for protection. And I thought this will be another decree that you want to experiment. If you have not experimented with it before, it's called lights protection. So I'm going to give that once, and please do it with me. I'll do it very slowly, and then you can do it. Actually, I have written there you can do it 3 times, but I will do it only one time for the sake of time because I have the PowerPoint presentation also waiting, as another part of my presentation today that I want to share with you. Okay, preamble. Beloved, mighty, victorious presence of God, I am in me, my very own beloved Holy Christ self of all mankind, beloved Almoria, beloved mighty Hercules and Amazonia, beloved Archangel Michael and Faith, and the legions of blue lightning angels, beloved K17, beloved Goddess of Light, beloved Sunday Master Cusco, beloved Orameses and Diana, beloved Guruma and Lanello, the entire spirit of the great white brotherhood and the word mother, elemental life, fire, air, water, and earth. In thy name, by and through the magnetic power of the immortal, victorious, threefold flame of love, wisdom, and power, anchored within my heart, and the cross of blue flame, I decree. The cross of blue flame, if you are thinking, what is that? The cross of blue flame is really, you can visualize it as a vertical line, as a horizontal line. Vertical line represents the the, the personal karma that we are receiving every day, and the horizontal line of the blue flame cross. Blue flame is the color of the God's will, that we are carrying. Also, sometimes the anti will that we use. The horizontal bar is the planetary karma. So we all carry personal karma and the planetary karma. So that is called the blue flame cross. Why blue flame? Because the misuse of the blue flame. The blue flame is a blue flame of the will of God in this embodiment and the previous embodiment. That's the meaning of the blue flame cross. Together, life's protection manifest, holy brotherhood in white, light of God that never fails, keep us in the perfect sight. I am protection, mighty power. I am, guarded every hour. I am, perfection's mighty shower. Manifest, manifest, manifest. Lord Michael, mighty and true, guard us with the sword of blue. Keep us centered in the light, blazing armor shining bright. I am, protection, mighty power. I am, guarded every hour. I am, perfection, mighty shower, manifest, 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 around us blaze the sword of faith, mighty power of holy grace. I am invincible protection always, pouring from the dazzling rays. I am, protection, mighty power. I am, guarded every hour. I am, perfection's mighty shower, manifest, manifest, manifest. Please note that each word is a sacred word. So when you do slowly, you can say light protection manifest. Manifest means come around me and become precipitate around myself, my four Lord bodies. Holy brotherhood in white. This is the holy brotherhood, the great white brotherhood in white. We call them light, the light of God that never fails. Keep us in the perfect sight. So this is a promise from God. When you call them through decree, they will release the light, will never fail. So these are the words they came from the mouth of God. They are not a poem, they are not a poetry, they are not shairi, they are not this, they are not that. So when we have a reverence in giving them, they instantly manifest through the devotion that we pour from our heart. So Jen, can we have the next one? The decree 1.21. I am miracle of God. This is another one. This is who you are, who I am. You are a miracle of God. Sometimes you say, oh, I had a miracle today. Master says, you are a miracle of God every day. You are sometimes because we forget that we are a miracle of God. We see some miracle and we say, oh, that was a miracle. But then we forget that our life is a miracle. Everything is meant to happen like that. We have forgotten that. So I think this is another way to remember yourself that you can this is you can say you can give this one this decree or this mantra while standing if you can stand, or while sitting as you are comfortable. So this is a mother's miracle mantra. Why mother? I think it was given by I think Divine Mother. I don't know, Mother Mary or Divine Mother Durga Ma or Kali Ma. They gave this mantra, so you can give that as every day. When you give that, you will feel your light being purged of all that thing that is burning you, as a miracle of God, light going through you. So let's do that together. In the name of the light of God that never fails, I am the miracle of God. I accept a miracle this day. I demand a miracle in every level of the chakras of my being and in the 5 secret rays. I demand the miracle of light in the eternal Christos, the sacred heart of Jesus, and the full power of the Sunday Master John the Beloved. Blaze forth your miracle light. Blaze forth your miracle light. Blaze forth your miracle light. Burn through. I call for a Sunday message, Jesus Christ, miracle of perfection in my heart, in my third eye, in my throat, in my crown, in the solar plexus, seat of the soul, and base of the spine chakras. Blaze the light of Alpha and Omega. Blaze the light of Alpha and Omega. Whirl now the 7 chakras. Spin them by the power of the 7 mighty Chauhans of the race. Blaze the light of the Mahachohan in the secret chamber of my heart. Blaze the light of the Mahachohan in the secret chamber of my heart. Blaze the light of the Mahachohan in the secret chamber of my heart. Lo, I am God's miracle this day. I am His miracle made manifest. I am His miracle consciousness in action. I am the blazing light of the great central sun, miracle of life, perfecting and resurrecting all in me. That is the worth and of sacred fire and of nobility. Blaze the light through. Blaze the light through. Blaze the light through. I am God's miracle this day and accept His miracle in me as the fullness of that proof of the love of the Father and the Son through the Mother and the Holy Spirit. In the name of the miracle, great white brotherhood. Amen. I want to mention a couple of things. The name of Jesus is there. Name of the Mahachohan is there. Name of John the Beloved is there. They are all the Sunday masters. So we are, as I said before, we are not caught up in the religion. We are looking into spirituality. Alpha and Omega is also name over there. Great White Brother is also name over there. So we can say in the name of the Father, we can say Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, and Divine Mother. So we, we as by now you know that we are beyond that the boundaries of interpretation as religion, because we are not confined by that. Just a couple of words about Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is a Sunday Master. Jesus Christ, not too many. We also, according to the Christianity, the fundamental Christian thinking, he was the immaculately born. He did not have any previous embodiment. That is not the case. He had many embodiments also. Before that, he like you and me, he was born and he bore the karma, and he showed us what he can do, what we can do, also what he has done. So you can find more about his embodiment in the TSL encyclopedia. You will find him as some very close to you, as your brother, as your mentor, as your teacher, whatever relationship you are ready to accept him as that. You will find him that he's ready to help you in all your life journey. So now we go to the next decree for word mercy, decree 7.20. Now we know that this is another very important decree what's going on in Middle East, in Israel, and in Gaza and everything, in Palestine and all that, and also in Ukraine and also in Russia and every place else. So we need the mercy of God. And as I will be talking to you about, the science of the spoken word is very important. Through this science of the spoken word, we release a light not only for unburdening our problems, but the unburdening of the problems of the whole world. And that is the difference between, I did not know that. I was always, when I was growing up, I will go to Gurdwara and ask for what I need. God, I need this, I need that. But then I learned that there is a God also wants us to pray for the whole world, And that's why you need read newspapers, or you see what's going on in the world, and you want to pray for the ending of the war and all the live people are being killed and all that. So this is decree for the world, decree for world mercy. So you can give that also once through. Let's give it together. Oh, my very own beloved, mighty I am present, holy Christ self and holy Christ self of all mankind. I call now to thee and to beloved Kuan Yin, goddess of mercy, beloved Saint Germain, Lord Moria L. Jesus, Mother Mary, the great divine director, our beloved Gautama, Lord of the world, beloved Guruma and Lanello, the entire spirit of the great white brotherhood and the word mother, elemental life, fire, air, water, and earth. Flood and flood the word by the power of the 3 times 3 and the power of the sacred fire, with enough of the cosmic quality of the mercy from the heart of God in the great central sun, and the heart of beloved Helios and Vesta in our own dear sun, to saturate the earth and all thereon, including myself, with more mercy than we will ever need, until all are wholly ascended and free. Let this mercy be amplified without limit, expanding His service so as to free all from the power of every recalcitrant substance, thought, and manifestation, transmuting all life human, elemental, and imprisoned angels, changing all into the illumined, invisible power of Christ's victory over every negative condition, which automatically raises all men into their God on their God-given state and full victory of the ascension. Melt, dissolve, and transmute daily all hate and hate creation, including the entire accumulation of human discord over the large cities of the world, mitigate effects of mass karma, and restrain the reaction thereof by cosmic wisdom and mercy in perfect divine balance as an overcoming victory for all those whose hearts yearn for victory and recognize the power of their presence to sustain it without limit until all the world is God victorious, illumined, ascended, and forever free in the light. See this, each of the word has been very carefully chosen by the masters and given like that. So you can give this decree, once or twice or three times, as many times as you can. So next one is violet flame, decree 5.02. We are coming to the end actually. 5.02 decree J, that is, you have been giving that decree many times. You can give it 3 times or 9 times. Or this is very powerful decree to the violet fire together. Lovely God presence, I am in me. Hear me now, I do decree. Bring to pass each blessing for which I call upon the Holy Christ self of each and all. That valor far of freedom roll round the world to make all whole. Saturate the earth and its people to with increasing Christ radiance shining through. I am this action from God above, sustained by the hand of heaven's love, transmuting the causes of discord here, removing the cause so that none do fear. I am, the full power of freedom's love, raising all earth to heaven above. Valor far now blazing bright, in living beauty is God's own light, which right now and forever sets above myself and all life, eternally free in ascended master perfection. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. Now we're going to come to the last decree. The fiat of the Lord, decree 70.03. This is very powerful fiat. I thought you might have given this. You can give this one time each line, or you can give this. Fiat means, you might be thinking, what is the meaning of fiat? Fiat is a very powerful form of decree. You can give that fiat you can compare it to a hot coal. Somebody puts a hot coal over your tongue, how you will feel that. So it kind of, this is a blazing light. It's so much light full of, with the, so much energy in that, So that is a way of the meaning of the fiat. So let the fiat of the Lord mean, which mean fiat mean the presence of God be with me. Fiat, heart presence of God be with me. Let's give it one time through. Let the fiat of the Lord be with me. Let the fiat of the Lord Saint Germain be with me. Let the fiat of the Lord Archangel Michael be with me. Let the fiat of the Lord Moria El be with me. Let the fiat of the Lord my God be with me. So this is I think I have not, I have only selected some key decrees, but you can give them more than once or more than 3 times or as many times you want, up to 30 minutes, So Jay, can we go to the closing now? We can close it and then we can do the sealing also. Closing part on the matrix page. Yeah, that's the one. Can you raise it up a little bit higher? Yeah, thank you. Closing item F. And in full faith, I consciously accept this, manifest, manifest, manifest. And in full faith, I consciously accept this, manifest, manifest, manifest. And in full faith, I consciously accept this, manifest, manifest, manifest. Right here and now with full power, eternally sustained, all powerfully active, ever expanding and word enfolding until all are wholly ascended in the light and free. Beloved I am, beloved I am, beloved I am. Now the sealing, item G. In the name of my mighty I am present and in the name of my higher self, I call for the multiplication of these decrees I have invoked today by all dispensation given to us by the ascended masters. I call to the sealing of these energies by Archangel Michael so that nothing of the human or darkness may ever misqualify them in any way or form. I ask that these energies be used according to the God's holy will in my life, the lives of all individuals, worlds without end. Om. Amen. As I said before, you still have one more week to continue doing the decrees for the month of October that you are doing that. This decrees will be low. Pune will be posting them next week before the beginning of the November 1st, so you can actually download them and give them. Lois will be giving these decrees, not this coming Tuesday, day after tomorrow, but the following Tuesday, she will be recording them and then will be posting them also on the Facebook, also on the YouTube, and also will be sending on the WhatsApp group as she did for the month of October. So you will have this decrease in Lois's voice also so that will be big boost to you also to give those decrees. I hope you will, if you have not been doing that, please continue doing that. And this is such a blessing for your personal life, the lives of all people in India and in the whole world that is in need of this kind of decrees. So I want to thank you now. I want to go back to the last portion. We still have about half an hour. So the presentation of the part 4, of the self-mastery in spiritual consciousness. So I want to go over quickly with you what we have been doing and where we have done, what we have done so far. All of you, many of you are aware of what we have been doing. Today we are doing the self-mastery in spiritual consciousness, part 4. What is self-mastery? You know that. What is spiritual consciousness? You know that. So it is really, it's like a do-it-yourself project. A Sunday Master teachings are little bit, they gave us they have given us all the tools, but we have to use those tools. These are decrees, which are the teachings, which have everything that are given us, visualization, understanding, but we have to use in the toolkit everything we have it. So we're going to be talking about today the throat chakra, the creative energies of the throat chakra. That, as you can see, the picture of the chakra man on the left side, and then the throat chakra is a blue colored chakra that I put it separately, so you can see that the throat chakra has 16 petals, and then other chakras have different petals. I'm not going to go into that. So Jay, can we go to the next slide, please? I want to go very briefly but very thoroughly. So, if someone asks you, what are your Sunday Master teaching? I ask the same question, and you say, what are the pillars of that? You can see the 4 pillars on the top on both sides. The different colors of pillars: yellow, pink, blue, and white. So each color represents the color of the 3/4 flame that is in you. That is something very important for us to know that. Also, each of the pillar represents the Trinity of the Hindu Trinity of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. That's another part that makes you very special. I am sharing that with you because I did not know these things, when I was learning, when I was searching, when I was growing up many years ago, People used to tell me, this is only what they knew that. So Sunday Master teaching came and they gave me the whole package, very basic teachings, you can understand 4 pillars. First pillar is the knowledge of the I am present. This is very, very, very important. As I said, the knowledge of I am presence. The word I am is very important. Brahmasmi, same as I am present. Whatever you say, I am, for example, you say I am, I don't want to say any word negative, but if you say word negative after I am, you will feel negative. If you say after the word I am positive, something I am a hero, I am a victor, I am a rich, I am powerful, you will feel that way. This is why, because the word I am is God in me is. So man, in Hindi we say man. Man is only there are not 2 mans, Sometimes we use the word man as a human ego, So we have to be aware of that we have the knowledge of the I am presence of higher self. So always be mindful of that. So this is the number 1 pillar. Know that man is your divine, your higher presence, your higher self. Whenever you are talking, you forget that. I forget that. but it's a process of reminding yourself. Second pillar is the knowledge of the science of the spoken word. We did those decrees. I reminded you again that each word was chosen by the master very carefully. That is, the color is blue. The blue is the will of God color, which is the color of Brahma, which is the color of creation. When we create that, when we use those words, I did not know that. Whatever word we choose, good or bad, we create that, or we can, by the same token, we can uncreate that. Whatever things that we have said that we should not have said, we have some decrees like that, we can uncreate that by using the same, science of the spoken word in the right way. Third pillar is friendship with your ascended masters. This is a white color. Why friendship? Okay, and say, I know the Brahma, I know Vishnu, I know Shiva, I know Ganeshi, I know Durga Ma, I know. Well, how close you know them, how intimately you know them. But we are many, many more. I was looking at the name of the Ascended Masters in the TSL encyclopedia. I think they're close to 200 names. But that doesn't mean there are only 200 Ascended Masters. They are unlimited, there are crores, millions of names of Sunday Master which are not given to us. But we have to have a friendship with them. The word friendship is another word. That's why we have the decrees. We have a preamble. In the preamble, we have the name of the master. We invoke them. Those decrees were given by the Sunday Masters. Why? Because they said, you give this name, we are your friend. That's why we sang the song to Almoria. Almoria is a Chauhan of the race, but he's our friend. So this is very important to know that, we call Guru as a Guru. Oh, he's my Guru. Well, it's okay to call them Guru, but also many, many masters, they say, please call them as your friend. Have you thought about that? Calling them as a friend. Need. Friend in need is a friend indeed. Call them as a friend, and I think that is the reason why I think I've put the word friendship. It's intimate friendship, close friendship. What do you need a friend? When you are in trouble, you call a friend, call the master, he has a friend. And the fourth pillar is the violet flame application, not in knowledge of violet flame. Oh, I know the violet flame, I know. What good is that knowledge? I want to apply them. Violet flame, as I was said earlier, he has a ruby ray, violet flame. This God is a formless. Formless is a violet flame. Formless is a ruby flame. Formless is the 7 colors, and 5 sacred colors. Form, we always remember form, we know, because we see the picture of, Devi Devtas, Sunday Master. But we forget that there is a formless also. We have a formless. So the formless is really the flame, the light that we should be calling for. That is what changes your life. That's what we are made of. We are beings of flame. We are a 3-fold flame, in body, we see. So that is something that we have to retrain our mind. This is the reason why Sunday Master teachings are so basic, so fundamental. So if someone asks you this question, you mention those 4 pillars in that way. So Jay, next slide, please. These are some of the pictures of the Sunday Master. I talked about them last time. Next one, Jay. This is very important slide. I talked about that last time, but I wanted you to go over it again, because sometimes our intellectual mind doesn't catch everything. Sometimes it catches everything, but it does not it misses the detail. Oh, I know, kind of that way. It is very cunning. Intellectual mind is very cunning. Intellectual mind is the enemy of spiritual mind. Did you know that? Intellectual mind is the enemy. People who have written PhDs, you have gotten PhD, have written books, they know so much. But sometimes most of them, or sometimes most of them, you can say that way, they are void of the spiritual depth. They just on the surface. They can give a good lecture, they can talk about this, they can do that. I can give you all the answers, intellectually speaking. But when they come to the spiritual part, they are, I'm sorry to say that most of them do not know. And when you tell them, they get offended, by that. So The more you know, the more you become quiet, the more you go deeper. And that is the reason of this picture. The picture is this: knowing the knowledge, apply that knowledge of the I am present. Apply that. Please don't keep it as a knowledge in the mind. How much you know that. Use the word I am presence, I am decree. When you do those decrees, I am, could be anything. I am light, I am light, I am, all the decrees have a word I am, as you know that. It begin with a light. I am means God in me is. तो हिंदी में बोलो तो मैं है. The मैं is a divine ego, divine aham. It's not a human aham. But you have to know that. When you know that, you know that lower self is really not there anymore. And when the lower self is gone gradually, then your divine self takes over. So that is the first pillar on the left, as I said. That is a foundation, by the way. Knowledge of the I am presence is the foundation. You build on that. Knowledge of the science of the spoken word. You build on that. If you do not have the first pillar, the foundation, it's very difficult to build the knowledge of the science, applying the degree on that, because you will be giving those degrees mentally. You will be giving those degrees like a tote ki tarah, like a parrot, I have given this 100 times, I have given that half an hour, I have given that, nothing happens, People may say that, or very little thing happens, So your first pillar is very important, first tier. And then you build the second tier on top of that. When you give those degrees, you will feel a different person, because you are not decreeing. God in you is decreeing. This is the main thing. You know when you are decreeing, and when you know the God in you is decreeing. Who is God in you? Your Atma, your Paramatma. Your Jivatma is becoming one with your Atma. Your Jivatma will unite with Atma. And your Paramatma, all three will become one. That is the threefold flame becoming one. Now, coming to the third pillar, friendship with the Ascended Master. When you give that with the first pillar, knowing the first pillar, knowing the second pillar, then you knowing the Ascended Master's knowledge, you will feel their presence. You will feel your voice different. You will feel your voice has a much more power. You decrease. You are not doing it decreeing alone. Every master in the preamble is decreeing with you. You will feel that. You will feel that presence. It will not be something that that you will be doing decree alone. And then when you give the Vala flame decrees, this is the fourth pillar. You become Brahman, you become Vishnu, you become Shiva. You are making the difference. You are becoming a co-creator, co-preserver, co-destroyer, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Divine Mother. You have become God incarnate. ये मैं कहना चाह रहा हूँ. So I think that is my point, but I want to mention here something. If you have any question, please raise your hands. Please let me know that before I go further. I still have few more minutes, but I want to answer your questions. Very, very important part. I've said that this much before. Now you can see the person above, which is you, then you see the person below, enlightened man. That is you, a victorious one. And I would like you to become like that. I want to go to the next slide, but I want to make sure that you have you have understood, or you have any question. What is science of the spoken word? The science of the spoken word is the essential and key ingredient in all alchemy. अब आप कहेंगे, why can I do decrees silently? Master says you have to say the word, science of the spoken word. Many gurus, many people, they have a sadhana. Oh, just चुप्पी में बैठे रहो, आंखें बंद करके ना, अब मत में कल्पना करो, भगवान से मेल करो, that is good, but I'll explain to you in the next slide what is missing over there. So the science of the spoken word is essential and key ingredient in all alchemy. Alchemy means converting the soul into Atma. That is alchemy, all chemistry of soul becoming God. Number 2 bullet, without the word spoken, there is no alchemy, no creation, no change or interchange in any part of life. Is it not? So, so without the word spoken, please know that a lot of gurus, they teach you that. Oh, don't have to speak, just sadhana. Oh, हम तो चुप्पी में रहते हैं, हम तो चुप हम लोग बातें नहीं करते, हम लोग तो भगवान से जुड़ जाते हैं, बस हमें शांति मिल जाती है. Well, you get, your cup may not be running over. Your cup may be quarter full, half full, not full all the way, because you are not creating. You're missing something. People don't. Nobody knows that. This is Sunday Master teaching. Sunday Master teaching में और लोगों की teaching में क्या अंतर है? अंतर ये है कि जो लोगों की teaching है, because people, living Guru gives you teaching, he has a karma still because he is an embodiment. The Sunday Master are not in embodiment. They have no karma. They are karma free. The teaching is pure. उसमें कोई error नहीं है मेरे भाइयों, मेरे बहनों. This is the difference. I'm telling you right now. You may want to believe me, or you may want to say, no, I don't want to believe you. It's up to you. Third bullet. By the power of spoken word, sacred fire is invoked that prepares us for transition into the higher consciousness. What is the sacred fire? Spoken word mein na, you create a spoken fire. When you say someone, you're going someplace, someone calls my name, very loudly or softly. I say, oh, someone called my name. But if I'm going and someone calls my name in the heart, I don't hear his name. So there is a sacred fire that comes from your mouth. Sacred fire is a fire, sacred fire. Comes from the heart of God because you are son and daughter of God. Because you have a I am presence. You have I am presence. That is the first pillar I mentioned to you. That's what I have very important part to know that. Jay, can we have the next slide? I think that will explain the differences between this is the part. So this slide is very important. What is the difference between meditation and prayer and decree? As I said, meditation is a pink color, and I explained to you. In meditation, we commune with God, and we listen to the God self. We listen. We get inspiration. We listen. So that is the difference. So we are listening. But is that enough? Let's go to the next one. Prayers. It's a yellow plume. We communicate with God self and request His help. We ask, "Mujhe ye chahiye, mujhe wo chahiye." We are talking to God self. We are talking to God self. Prayer में ना भगवान मुझे मेरा एग्जाम है, मुझे नौकरी चाहिए, मुझे ये है, मुझे वो है. We are talking to God self. First में we are listening. First one. In main prayer में we are talking. Now come to the decree. Blue plume. We all have to use all the three plumes. In decrees, we use all three plumes. You use pink, and we blue, and we use yellow. What is happening in the science of the spoken word in decrees? We are communing, number one thing, communicating, number two, and commanding. So we are doing all three parts. We are commanding. आप कहेंगे commanding? I'm commanding God. Oh my God, Jaspal, what are you saying? How can I command God? People have told me that. How can I command God? मैं तो पापी हूँ. I'm a sinner. I am this. I am that. I can't command God because the knowledge of who you really are was not given. I am that I am. You are son and daughter of God. You have I am presence. The very first pillar I'm talking to you. People did not know the first pillar, that who they are in divine self. Nobody told them. Nobody told me. So in the absence of that knowledge, you say, I cannot command, but now you can command. You have a threefold flame in your heart. In your heart that is connected to God's self. And that is the threefold flame of Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva in your heart. Brahma is in your heart. Vishnu is in your heart. Shiva is in your heart. And that is what the reason you can command it. Number two bullet. We are commanding God's light to enter our world for alchemical change. Please know this one. I think you can listen to this. This will be posted on the Facebook. You can listen on the YouTube. You can listen to eat this slide. You want to eat it, understand it. because you may have to read that again and again, because you have to tell other people why decrees are important, why we can commanding God's light to enter our world for alchemical change. There are no alchemical change in other two situations, only when we command it. This is a Sunday Master teaching, ladies and gentlemen. That is the reason why I think the people are coming to a new awareness of this because of the Sunday Master gift to mankind. Third bullet, we are directing God to send His light and His angels into action for personal and world transformation. Can you command His angels? Yes. You can command His light and angels? Yes. Into action for personal and world mercy. We give that decree for world mercy, world transformation. Your hand and feet of God, ladies and gentlemen. We always think, ask for ourselves, God give me this, God give me that. Now you are commanding, you are becoming hand and feet of God, friendship with your Sunday Master. This is the teaching that I want to share with you. This is the awakening. This is the golden age consciousness. This is the Satyug that we had before. This is the Satyug consciousness that is knocking at the door. So this is all I want to say. Next one, I think I just want to go very quickly. We have another couple of few minutes. So there are different forms of spoken word. I will talk to you about it again, but today I want to just touch the base. Something called affirmation. Affirmation is a positive statement, like we are. You know that affirmation is a, you know, something that begins with the word I am. That affirms, like I said, I am hero, I am brave, I am wonderful, I am victorious. Whatever you say after the word I am is affirmation. Please use that affirmation to make your day brighter. Call. The word call may be new also. The call is another way, like you are aware of the phone call. This is a call that you make the masters, to angels. We call it, instead of prayer, we call it call. Oh God, help me. Archangel Michael, take command. So you call it, instead of saying a prayer, we call it a call. C-A-L-L, call. Chant. Chant is the name of God, chanted over and over again like a mantra. Like you do that, Om Tat Sat Om, or I am that I am, or Om Mani Padmi Hum. Koi bhi mantra jo hai na, chanting, you know that. So these are some of the forms of the science of the spoken word that I wanted you to know that. Next one, Che. Mantra, okay, chant or mantra mein kya farak hai? Mantra is really that Sanskrit mantras, we call them. Chant is in English, they can say that. That's the only difference, between mantra and chant. You can make your own chant, Mantras are always usually given in Sanskrit language, given in the Vedas, Prayer, the meaning of the prayer, spiritual communication with God and its object of worship. Invocation is an act of invoking, or like we always play Guru Maharaj invocation. That is like something you can always invoke, call a deity, call Durga Ma, Kali Ma for protection, for inspiration, or the like. So this is all. I think the next part is probably a decree. We already have given some decrees. I don't want to. Next one, Jay. Yeah. So what is a decree? So decree has the three parts. Decree has a preamble. You know that every decree has a preamble. You know that the decrees were preamble were given by the masters. Their names are there because masters volunteered their names to be written in the preamble. So this is something that we cannot take it lightly. Every preamble has a name of Mark Prophet. His name is Sunday Master. Name is Lanello. He's a founder, and Guru Ma's name, because they are the founder of the Summit Lighthouse. So their names are always in the preamble along with the name of the other Sunday Masters. Next one, Jay, please. The body is very important. As you know, the body of the decree is like a holy word, that was given by the masters. It's not a poem, not a poetry. These are holy words that came from the mouth of God, from the mind of God. And you take it that way. You can give it as a devotion. You can give it as a repetition. Why repetition? You might be thinking. Repetition is because when we give them slowly, they are like a devotional. When you give them many times as a faster speed, then the sound becomes light. The speed of sound is very slow. The speed of light is very fast. So when our body is body of light, when we are doing the mantras, we decrease very fast. We are actually using our natural body of light that we are made up of, and that really has a much more frequency, much more vibration. It give us instant results, So you can always give that as your sound, your speed increases naturally. You don't force it, and you will feel a difference between giving decrease slowly and giving decrease fastly. Next one, Jay, please. Closing. This is the closing, as you know, we have been giving that. It's very important to close the decrease, and in full faith is very, very important. Sometimes people say, well, I have given the preamble, I have given the body. Now, why should I give the closing? Because in mantras, we only have the body. We do not have the preamble. We do not have the closing. We just have the mantras as a body. As Anya said, it's a formula. The decree is a formula. We gave as a preamble, and then we have the body. Then we have a closing, so the light cannot be misused by anyone. So I think that's all I wanted to say. I wanted to ask any question before I close. Anything? We still have about 7 minutes to question. Anyone? Satija ji or Rita Lamba ji or Pradeep ji, any question? Sarika ji? Question and JP साहब नहीं आते.
If you have any question, you can raise your hand and Poonam will unmute you.
Yeah. Okay, going, gone. Okay, no question. So I'll wrap it up. As I said before, we will be meeting on Tuesday morning, 6 to 8, with Lois is coming from 7 o'clock onwards, 7 to 8. Please do attend if you can come for the first half. First half is recording. Second half is Lois' presence. And you will please avail of yourself for the violet flame decrease. And I will see you again in, as I said, the decrease will be posted by Poonam for the month of November next week. And you can be, and I will be, Poonam will get all your hours, and I'll offer them to the masters. And then you can be continuing giving those decrees, and I will be doing, because I'm kind of busy doing many other things. So that's why I'm limiting my weekly meetings to monthly meetings, so I can devote my time to other projects that I'm doing also. But you can always call me. You can always send me email message. You can send me WhatsApp message. I'm always there for your, whatever you need, whatever I can help you with. I'm your friend. It's my pleasure to be of help to you. So please keep the door open, and I will see you again. Always on the, as I said before, and I guess that's all I want to say. I'll see you on Tuesday morning. Yeah, you want to do sealing, my friend, or would you like me to do the sealing?
Sure, sir.
But still, Anjay?
I can do it.
Yeah, thank you. अरे प्रदीप जी कुछ कहना चाहते हैं?
मैंने प्रदीप जी को अनम्यूट कर दिया है.
Thank you, sir. बस ठीक है sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Very nice of you. Yeah. Thank you, Jay, my friend. I think I'm kind of late over there. I know it's 4:30 or 5 o'clock in the morning where you are, so I do appreciate your getting up in the morning. And so can you seal them now, please?
Yes, yeah. In the name of light of God that never fails. In the name of light of God that never fails. In the name of light of God that never fails, we call to beloved Lord Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, beloved Durga Ma, to guide us, protect us during these Navratras and coming Diwali on 12th of November. Protect us, protect our families. May this festival of light be full of blessings and love and shower abundance on us and on our families. Let it be God so live it. Amen. Om.
Thank you all. God bless you. Have a nice evening or nice day wherever you are. Yeah, God bless you all. Happy Dashara. Happy Diwali.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Bye.